Hey, family. Thank you for joining me here for showing up, not just for a webinar, but for a journey into something we don't talk about enough. And that something is darkness. Yes, you heard me right. My name is William Chinedu Patrick, and today we're going to explore what might be the most misunderstood part of our lives. Because truth is, darkness has a purpose. Darkness does have a purpose. What if I told you that darkness isn't the enemy? Let's start by saying this out loud. Darkness is not evil. It's not always a punishment or a sign that it failed. You see, as a cinematographer, I work with light and shadows every day. And I've learned that light means nothing, absolutely nothing, without darkness beside it. When there's too much light, you tend to begin to lose detail. You see, too much light and everything becomes flat. The same goes for life. We all want clarity. We want direction. But if you never go through a dark season, you won't build depth. You won't learn to feel or think or grow in ways that only silence can teach you. It brings us to another part. How the mind reacts to darkness. How does the mind react to darkness? Now, let's talk about the mind because this is where it gets real, very real, right? When we enter a dark season, maybe confusion, heartbreak, a season of loneliness, failure, the mind gets uncomfortable. Why does this happen? Because your mind is wired to seek patterns and predict outcomes. That's how the mind is wired to go. That's how the mind is wired to behave. All right, so the mind is always wants clarity. It wants certainty. It wants the light on all the time. So when life goes dark, your mind begins to panic. It starts making up stories. You see? It starts making up stories and you start having thoughts like, something must be wrong with me. I'm being punished. I'm behind in life. Nobody understands me. All of these thoughts, they begin to flow into your mind. Okay? Now listen, your mind isn't just trying to hurt you. Your mind is not trying to hurt you. It's just doing what it knows, and which is filling in the blanks. It always wants to fill in the blanks. It always wants clarity. It wants the lights on. It doesn't understand darkness. That's how the mind is, basically. So it starts filling in the blanks rather. All right? That's why you begin to patient yourself, because you want to understand what's going on. And most times, when the mind fills these blanks, it fills these blanks with fear. Because fear is loud, but truth is quiet. That's why in dark moments, the work isn't always to figure things out. Sometimes the work is to sit still and observe your thoughts without judging them. The mind will always shout, but your awareness, that deeper part of you, can whisper back to yourself, I am not my thoughts. I am just watching them. I'm observing them. And I repeat that. I am not my thoughts. I'm just watching them and observing them. Now, this takes us to another part. What darkness teaches us. Here are 3 major lessons darkness has taught me as a cinematographer and someone who's going through life. Number 1, stillness is not stagnation. I repeat that. Stillness is not stagnation. Roots grow in silence. Healing happens behind the scenes. Your real identity comes in the dark, when no one's watching, When the applause stops, no one's clapping for you. When you don't have the answers, that's when you meet yourself. That's when yourself walks up to you and says, "Hey, my name is whatever your name is. Welcome, I want to meet you." You sit down with yourself. With yourself. Yourself introduces yourself to you. You understand that? Because it's a dark season. Silence builds strength. Listen, not every battle needs noise. Some victories happen when you just choose peace, even when your mind is still running wild. How do we now walk through darkness? Because this is very important. How do we walk through darkness? You don't escape darkness. You walk through it. Here's how to walk through with your mind still intact. I know, because sometimes when we walk through darkness, we tend to lose our sanity. Number one, accept the moment. Stop fighting the season. Don't pretend you're in the light when you're not, because it's okay to be in the dark. Be curious, not scared. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What is this moment trying to teach me?" Create moments of stillness. Journal. Meditate. Take walks without your phone, because that's your addiction. Nowadays everybody's pressing their phones. We always carry our phones as an addiction. Leave your phones behind. Take a walk without your phone. Give your mind space to breathe and let your deeper self speak to you. Remind yourself often, "I am not crazy. I'm just human. And this too will pass." This gets us to another part. A new way to see darkness. You see, everyone has darkness in their story, but not everyone turns this darkness into beauty. Some people hide it, some people avoid it, but others like you learn from this darkness. That's why we're here. To shift how we see darkness, to shift how we perceive darkness, to stop running away from it and instead listen to what this darkness is saying to us. Because maybe darkness didn't come to destroy you. Maybe it came to develop you, to slow you down so you could hear your own voice again, to break your routine, your normal routine, so that something deeper could rise from within you. Darkness isn't the end. It's the in-between, and sometimes the most beautiful things in us are burned in darkness. Thank you for walking this road with me. We'll go even deeper at the physical event in August, and I'll also be launching my book, The Building of Darkness, on that day. But for now, wherever you are in your journey, light or dark, I want you to know this. You are not alone. You are not broken, and your darkness has beauty in it. Let that darkness teach you. Thank you.